trust. From repair to full roof replacement,
I'm hearing commercials right now.
All
right, what he's gonna go when he goes live YouTube, y'all gonna look like it's the whole radio.
So people on the radio ain't gonna hear it.
Yeah.
Jeremy Duggins today.
Yeah, he's gonna take the YouTube feed and it'll go to radio.
0158.
Okay.
That's
So it'll be about 20 seconds late, so you can't
0158.
talk, don't tell nobody you make touchdowns. Get up for
Auto
they
Parts in Elberton has quality auto parts and accessories. Serving Elberton since 1938, folks have relied on the Napa know-how from car batteries, windshield wipers, and all automotive parts and accessories you'll need. Napa Auto Parts in Elberton is more than just a parts store. It's your friends, family, and neighbors. Stop by Napa Auto Parts, 309 Elbert Street in Elberton, and you'll find the Napa know-how that you'll need for your next automobile project. Napa Auto Parts in Elberton since 1938. Quality automotive parts and accessories, and proud supporter of all Elbert County sports. Phone Napa Auto Parts at 7.
It's time to kick off Elbert County Blue Devil football, live on 105.3 WSGC. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by
Athens Technical College, Pinnacle Bank, State Representative Rob Leverett, Turner Concrete, Ward's Pharmacy, Elbert Memorial Hospital, Probate Magistrate Judge Stephanie Huell, Hickabotham Paint and Body, PJ Therapy, Black's Collision and Specialty Paint, G-Brand Barbecue, Napa Auto Parts, Piedmont Propane, Seymour's Record Service, Scout Pest Control, Papa's Pizza to Go, Jeremy Duggins, Max Fuel and Cremation Service, Tony State Bank, Park
the stadium.
February.
Hope you enjoyed the national anthem provided by Elbert County Comprehensive High School Band. Welcome to the Pinnacle Bank pregame show. We're in the P&J Small Engine press box. Marvin, we got a girls softball team that's showing out a little bit. They are 23-3, 12-0 in the region, and they will be playing here the 15th and 16th of October.
What we need to do is fill up Wesley King Field over there. And Coach would never, I'm telling you, this coach would love this and just fill that place up. These girls got a chance this year, and I've seen what it looks like when you got a chance. I go way back with softball.
And also tonight, Coach Dyer goes for his 100th win.
Absolutely. Got to get it for him tonight.
The century mark, so we'll be waiting to see. I think they're going to have some type of a recognition if we can put a W on the board tonight. So now it's time for the State Representative Rob Leverett shout-outs. Zach, I think you're off tomorrow, so you get a week off. But we ain't letting you off this week. What's up, buddy?
Zach Mann.
Michael Barnes and Christopher Maddox. And this week, Melissa Brady, you're not begging. Heath, y'all got some great kids. Y'all did a great job raising y'all's kids. I love me some Brady's. Hayden and Janet Wiley saw them in the grocery store yesterday and said, That's my shout-outs for this week. Marvin?
And I'm going to do the prayer outs, but first, and I said I Kim Bray. Love Kim Bray like the Lord loves Kim Bray tonight. That's it, Steve.
And that will do it for our state representative, Rob Leverett. Shout-outs now for the Oconee State Bank keys to the game. So, for the number one is win.
That's the whole thing. It's gotten down to facts. It's hard to believe this season has gone so fast. Every year we do this for the last 89 years. It's amazing, but how
Faster and
quick
faster.
it goes. And here we are sitting at the end of the season almost tonight to stay at the top of the region. We just got to win by any means possible.
Number two, win.
If we win, this opens the door for next week to be a monster game with Banks County and Banks. Unimportant right now. This is the important game. And the games down the road won't be nearly as important either if we don't win this football game tonight.
Number three, win.
I like it, Stuart. You said that with conviction. You said that with intent. That's what I was looking for. And there is intent. When you get to this point in the season, there's two things playoffs do for you. Number one, if you're a young kid, and we've got some 9th and 10th graders, and some juniors in there too. We got a lot of 9th and 10th graders. A playoff trip is a great thing experience-wise. You cannot duplicate playoff football. And for the second and most important reason, we've got some seniors that are literally giving their heart and soul on this field. They're playing hurt. They're refusing to come off the field. They are playing because of the love of knowing that this will be the last time they'll be on this field. When this season comes to an end, win for the seniors to give them another game or two or three.
That was your Oconee State Bank keys to the game. We'll be back with the Blacks Collision and Specialty Paint Field Condition Report and the Turner Concrete and Quality Block starting lineup right here on the Pinnacle Bank pregame show live from the Granite Bowl. You're listening to Blue Devil Football on 105.3 WSGC.
Concrete and Quality Block Companies. Thank you, Blue Devil Nation and Elbert County, for allowing us to serve your concrete and masonry needs since 1954. With over 67 years experience in the industry, we're ready to serve both residential and commercial needs. Use a company that is big enough to serve you, but also small enough to know you. Let's go Big Blue.
Now back to Elbert County Blue Devil football here on 105.3 WSTC.
Welcome back to the Pinnacle Bank pregame show in the P&J Small Engine Press Box. Now for our Blacks Collision and Specialty Paint Field Condition Report.
So I tell you what, it's funny. A week or so ago in here, you know, it didn't feel like exactly like it has for a few weeks as far as the condition of the field. Tonight, on the other hand, it looks spectacular. And all the credit goes to Larry Kiesler for getting out there and the guys on the paint crew that lined this thing off. But this field looks about as good as it can look, which means it's the best field in the state of Georgia.
Yeah, there's a little, could be because of lack of rain, but you can tell it's getting a little cooler at night because there's some patches out there that's turning a little bit light brown. We want to be here when it's completely brown. That means you're in the playoffs.
Absolutely. It's good things going on in the Granite Bowl.
That was your Blacks Collision and Specialty Paint Field Condition Report. Now, Marvin, your Turner Concrete and Quality Block starting lineup.
For the Blue Devils on the offensive side, we start out with set in, and that's DK Wynn. The wide receivers, Javis McClendon. Our tight end, Marion Rambert. Our flanker, Jackson Black. Slot is Jose Rodriguez. Our tailback, Mikael Petey Allen. Our quarterback, Brody Baker. Our offensive line, Nazir Shoemaker, Aiden Sims, Jack Hover, Lawson Strong, and Jalen Dye. On the defensive side for the Blue Devils, at end, Bryson Hughes. The interior line, Michael Allen, Cade Montgomery, and Jarrell Sims. Our linebackers, Riante Tucker, Lincoln Blackman, and Destin Gray. Our defensive backfield, Jose Rodriguez, Braylon Huff, Runt Maddox, and Jalen Davis. Our special teams, Azeed Bernal is our kickoff man. Our place kicker, Harrison Matthews. Bernal is also our punter. Our punt snapper, Jackson Black. Our place kicking and snapper is Braden Line. Our holder is Jackson Black. Our punt returner is Jose Rodriguez. Our kickoff return men are Jose Rodriguez and DK Wynn. Captains for the Blue Devils, a lot of familiar names here. Lincoln Blackman, DJ Fortson, DK Wynn, and Destin Gray.
And that was your Turner Concrete and Quality Block starting lineup. We'll have the Ward's Pharmacy coin toss next on the Pinnacle Bank pregame show. Stay with us. You're listening to Blue Devil Football on 105.3 WSGC.
Big Tyshawn's got a little bit of a gap. He's up to the 20, the 30, enough for a kickoff. Back there, the 50.
Yeah, it's been on there. It's been on there every time.
I can't see it.
Oh yeah.
I never get
It's been on there every time.
I never get to see it.
So they can serve you better every time you come back. From prescriptions to over-the-counter, Ward's experts make sure you have the information that you need. If you're ready for it to be all about you for a change, you're invited to bring your prescriptions to Ward's Pharmacy, 8 South Public Square in Elbert.
Now back to Elbert County Blue Devil football here on 105.3 WSGC.
Back in the P&J Small Engine Press Box as the Providence Christian Storm captains have made it to midfield, and now our captains are they're going to meet on the E, the Power E, in the middle of the Granite Bowl. The moon is shining in front of us, turning out to be a beautiful night. It felt great this morning when I went outside.
Hey, Stu, before we go any further, hats off to Greg Hall. Y'all have no earthly idea what goes on in here. Thank you, Greg. Just like in the gym in the Inferno, thank you, Greg.
There's more people in the broadcast than me and Marvin, that's for sure.
Way more.
We're just a small part of it. So as the white hat, I think I want to win the toss and be on defense. That's what I want. What do you want, Marvin?
Well, I tell you right now, I think I want us to, we just feel like something's growing on this, and the whole team, but the defensive side of the ball, when we've got some people come back, and if we can stay healthy and we can continue to execute the game plan like we had last week against Commerce, and we got time to grow. We got time to grow. I'm really starting to get excited about this football team. Elberton, I want you to get excited about this football team and be in this Granite Bowl for these kids.
So I just got a picture sent to me. It's pink out night tonight.
That's right.
And the Lord has provided a pink out in the sky. That's crazy.
Stuart, he's always there. He's always there.
So we win the toss.
And they have deferred.
And we will defer, so it'll happen just as I planned. So let's see how the rest of the night goes. I'll see if it happens from this point forward, but their chances are it's not.
Well, we always got Sarah and Callie down there trying to hold them and piece them together. And you talk about somebody that's done a good job this season. Our trainers have gone overtime, and they've really answered the call.
That was your Ward's Pharmacy coin toss. This will be our last break before action on the Granite Bowl field. Only 30 seconds left in pregame, and we'll take a break, and we'll be back with the kickoff. You're listening to Blue Devil Football on 105.3 WSGC.
It's in North Georgia. Friday night. Under the lights. Here's the Granite Bowl.
4 referees tonight.
No, I saw more than that.
What they at?
Could be, though.
Oh, there's one.
Davidson. Back high above the Granite Bowl as we're just about ready for kickoff. That will end the Pinnacle Bank pregame show. We're about to have the ELBERT Memorial Hospital EMH Cares kickoff. Visit emhcare.net to see what your hospital can do for you. The storm of Providence Christian looks like University of North Carolina. Baby blue pants, white helmets, and white jerseys. The Blue Devils in navy blue pants and jerseys and their white helmets. We'll be kicking off from Church Street to College Avenue. They have reset the clock, and we are about ready to go, waiting on the white hat. Need to go 3-0 in the region tonight. Bernal set the kick, and he'll pooch it down to about the 15 where it's taken there, and he'll try to go up the sideline, and we'll knock him out about the 30-yard line. So the Storm will take over on their first possession, 1st and 10 from their own 30.
And here we go, first chance to see if this defense can be everything we hope we do. And tell you what, defense travels everywhere you go in every sport. Big offensive line, Stuart. I did notice that against the game against Raven. They have a huge offensive line.
So Hudson Moore is your starting quarterback. He did not play against Raven. So number 2, Hudson Moore, senior, looks, fires for receiver screen far left, and we'll hit him right there and pick him up off the ground. And
Runt Maddox.
Runt with an open field tackle there. We'll give him 6 yards, though. Long pass all the way to the other side of the field.
Yeah, really good play there. Set up set up by the Storm right there. They had some moments against Rayburn County now on offense.
So only a pickup of 3, so it'll be 2nd and 7 just underway here in the Granite Bowl. Providence Christian in town. They handed off that running back, nowhere to go. We hit him, it's behind the line a couple yards. Let's see where they spot it, maybe back at the original line of scrimmage.
And that was Michael Allen at the bottom of that, inside nose guard.
Jarrell in on the tackle. Boy, getting Jarrell back really opens some gaps for the linebackers that you have to double team Jarrell. And sometimes Michael. So they're in twins right, single left. In shotgun, they're running back, standing to the quarterback's right. They've got a tight end offset. Quarterback throws it a little high and almost intercepted.
He may have got it.
Well, they throw a flag. They're going to call interference on that. Which is, I thought was a great defensive play. He stuck his left hand out and knocked the ball up in the air and tipped it. And we had 3 Blue Devils diving for it, but they're going to call interference on us. Boy, that was touchy. Real touchy. That wasn't. I hope that's not a sign of what's to come.
I refer to Heather on that.
That was really, really minuscule. But they'll set the ball at the 43. They'll get a first down. So there won't be a 3-and-out for Bill Daughtry. Providence taking their time. Play clock's, the quarterback just got to the huddle and the play clock's down to 11. They haven't came to the ball yet.
Should we actually, what got lost in there, we may have intercepted that ball too when it was tipped up in the air.
Twins right again, single left. They fake the handoff. The quarterback's rolling to his left, and Riante's after him and grabs him and really hits him hard, high. Slams him into the turf on the far sideline in front of the head coach. They'll give him a yard maybe. Riante run him down.
Bryce really got some good pressure there, but he almost ran by the play. But, boy, we got a couple linebackers that'll clean it up. If you take a little bit of a long turn trying to get to that edge, that's about all we need.
They say no gain, 2nd and 10. Just underway here in the Granite Bowl. Moore takes it, rolls to his right with a lot of pressure, and he throws it up in the air. And now they're going to throw another penalty.
Flag on the play.
Coach Dyer don't like that at all and is asking the official. So they're going to call another interference penalty. The ball was thrown basically, I think he was trying to throw it away, but he was running backwards and couldn't get anything on it. And we were coming up to try to intercept it, and they call interference.
Stuart, the numbers don't add up. They have 3 total yards and 2 first downs.
Yeah, and by penalties, 30 yards in penalties in the first 2.5 minutes of play. 2 minutes and 1 second of play, actually. 9:59 left in the first. Now we've got stacked receivers to the right and a single wide right. Moore takes it, looks. Now he's wanting to go deep, and he does. And now we go up and fight for it. Incomplete. Jalen Davis jumped, and they both jumped at the same time, and neither could come down with it, so it'll be incomplete, 2nd and 10.
That ball was tipped to well as the line of scrimmage. He's really fortunate that thing didn't get intercepted.
Yeah, should have 2 interceptions already.
But you got to say, the Storm, if nothing else, have held on to this football one way or another and extending this drive. And I'm sure they want to keep us on the field on defense if they can.
It's like they're going to see how many interference penalties they can get. Now they're going down the far sideline, and I don't know if he made the catch, but they say he did all the way down at the 1 yard line. Maddox was running with him. That receiver's about a foot taller, which is the advantage he had, and he made a great catch, a great throw. So just like that, after 2 interference penalties, the Storm is on our 2-yard line.
40-yard play right there, and that was another great catch. We had a defensive back there. Now, Runt was undersized, and the guy was a whole lot bigger than him.
He just went up and got it. So now here we are, 1st and goal from the 2. Quarterback's going to take it himself and get nowhere, and they'll dog pile him at the 5 and push him back to the 10. No, he probably lost 2 yards there.
Back by number 2, Lincoln.
Yeah, they mark it back at the 4 now. Lincoln met him first, so you know he didn't go forward.
Good pressure by the interior part of that line, and you can see some Elbert County coaches chewing nails down on that sideline, and our defensive players are really, they're really a little ticked early on the way this game started out.
So it looks like they had a illegal procedure. They brought it all the way back out to the 6-yard line. So now we'll be 1st and goal from the 6. Love to see a defensive stand right here with the misfortunes we've had up to this point.
They've had a couple high snaps now, real uncertain snaps. Let's see if we can take advantage of that maybe.
In pistol, 2 receivers left and right. He throws it over the middle. Way overthrown, incomplete.
Our defensive back is chasing the receiver, and after the ball was thrown in his head, our defensive back sticks his hand straight up in the air. I'm not touching him.
Yeah, it didn't take long for him to. You may see all of our defensive backs do that.
Brings up a 2nd and goal on the 6-yard line.
So now it'll be 2nd and goal from the 6. We're with 9:28 to go in the 1st quarter, and as much as they're throwing it, this could be 1 o'clock in the morning.
They did a good job on offense with Rayburn, I can tell you that.
Twins left and right. Going to throw a fade in the far corner. Overthrown again. Threw it almost up into the stands. So now we'll be 3rd down.
Other than the one long one, which was dead on the money, the rest of them were a little bit, have been a little off there. Takes a big defensive play, and this would be big for the Blue Devil defense right here to get them to this point.
Same formation. I would almost expect the same play. Moore, your quarterback in shotgun, takes it. Now he's going to throw it to the left to a man wide open. He just went as hard as he could in the end zone and stopped, and he hit him. So with 9:22 to go in the 1st quarter, the Storm has stormed down the field by way of penalties and one pass to take the lead 6-0.
Yeah, that wasn't exactly the way the Blue Devils wanted it. They had them in a 3rd down and long, and we thought we'd even intercepted the ball, but a lot changed. Give them credit. That was a good pass in the end zone.
Bad snap on the PAT. The kicker has to go back, and he's just going to run it. And now he's going to throw it out of bounds. So the PAT is no good. So the score will remain 6-0. The Storm from Providence Christian, first time they've been in the Granite Bowl. So we'll see now. We'll playing a little aggressive maybe in the defensive secondary, but neither one of those penalties were. They just weren't. But they were because they threw the flag. So now we'll get the ball and see what our offense can do. I know our defense is not happy about that score on the opening possession, so I feel like the next possession for Providence Christian is going to turn out just a little differently. So we've got Jose and DK deep.
Unusual start. Matter of fact, I was sitting here when I was trying to record this so we can get this on the plays of the game. Don't exactly remember anything look quite like that in quite a while, where you literally shut them down for every play. I will say this, the wide receiver that made the big catch caught the touchdown pass, and he is way bigger than our defensive back. And honestly, that was a good play. They ran him out 2 or 3 yards and turned him around the end zone, and he just went up in the air. Nothing you could do.
Yeah, he threw it high intentionally, and he just jumped and caught it. And
DK wins.
Simple as that. So now DK is our lone kickoff returner. Let's see what Providence does on the kickoff. And they're going to really pooch it short to Jose. And he's got a little hole, and he's trying to get to see twists and turns, and they're going to grab him there down to the 32-yard line. So the Devils will start 1st and 10 from the 32 with 9:16 left in the first quarter. Let's see if we can answer here.
Yeah, we definitely need to answer right here because, you know, Providence Christian's first trip into the Granite Bowl, and it's always, if you've never seen it and you've never been in it, and you don't used to the fans being on top of you, you're a little bit reluctant, you're a little hesitant, but this drive that they got, whether it was aided or not, this drive really probably let them settle down a little bit, and Elbert County certainly doesn't need to turn the ball over here and encourage it.
Now we got receiver stacked. Fake it. Brody's going down the field first play, and they held us, and they're not going to throw a penalty. They held Jackson at the 45-yard line, and they didn't throw a penalty.
Yeah, that got to respond from the Elbert County crowd for sure.
I mean, that was obvious. I'm sure Coach Dyer's got something to say about that.
Now we got a official running out getting the ball out there, but well, this is not any way Coach wanted this game to start, and some of it's nothing you can really do a whole lot about.
Empty set, trips right, Twins left. They put Jose in motion now to the left, and now they're going to drop a flag. They say offsides on Providence Christian. So we'll get a cheap 5 yards there. Now we'll be on the 36-yard line, 2nd and 5.
I'll just make this comment. This is just a comment now, okay? We've seen in the last several weeks officials not making a lot of calls, and
lineman jumped in. Brody's got them moving on that clap, and they jumped. One came through the line, almost in the backfield. Twins right, single left, fake it, throw it to DK, and he makes a move, and they grab his ankle, and he'll be marked down at the 48-yard line, complete for about an 8-yard pickup there. Nice pitch and catch.
Now, Providence got some athletes now. They've got 4 or 5 kids that are really nice-looking athletes, including the wide receiver, who I think, if I'm not mistaken, is playing defensive back.
Brody takes it, fires again to DK, and he sees a little, makes a move, and then they'll bring him down at the 42, but it'll be enough to move the chains for a Higginbotham paint and body first down. Really quick getting it out there to DK, and he's playing wide left. And we're playing a little tempo here. We got Twins right, Twins left, 3 plays in a row. Now we got a penalty. I didn't see the penalty. Now they're going to call holding on us. Now they're going to bring it back to the 48-yard line of the Blue Devils. Now they're going to mark it off from there. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, he's coming back. He started wrong, and he's coming back.
Ineligible man downfield.
Ineligible receiver. Okay.
So the official with the ball that was going to set the ball is now really doesn't know where he's. Now he's asking all the other officials where does the ball go.
And they
don't know.
They don't know. They literally do not know.
Maybe Bill Palmer's here, can go down there and give him a
Wow, the
pointer.
white hat, he normally would come in there and take control, and he wasn't real fast to get there.
They do not know where to set the ball.
Now I'm wondering if they really had a guy ineligible downfield, because you do that from where the line of scrimmage is established. And I'm wondering now, where was the original line of scrimmage? Where he's got the flag dropped, you're within an area that should be all right.
They're still huddled in the middle of the field.
I wonder if they pick this up.
Five
Probably not,
officials. Yeah, they're
yeah,
going to
they
pick
do.
it
They
up.
pick it up.
They wave it off
Yeah.
because they really didn't know what they were doing.
Well,
this is not a good start for the officials.
What you do is this ineligible downfield. You have to be a certain distance away from the line of scrimmage, and honestly, I think he may have got confused where the line of scrimmage was.
So let's see how this. So they apparently are placing the ball at the 46. Will be 1st and 10. Twins left, Jose in motion to the right. Brody fires it out to Jackson with a little running room. He'll cross the 40 down to the 38. Made a man miss at the 45. So a pickup of about 10 yards there.
Tackle by
See
number
where they
25,
want
Chase
at the
Williams from
38. He'll be a yard short. It'll be 2nd and 1. Brody back. Now he's wanting to go deep, and he's going to fire deep. Now we've got a penalty flag on. The ball was underthrown
you
to
kind of
DK, but the flag come down at the 11. I really didn't see anything.
Yeah, I did, and you kind of knew that. And I'm going to tell you, there was very little contact. But when you establish a call early in the game, like it's been established on the first 2 passes of the ball game, if you don't stick by it, then you've not done your job as an official. Because if that's the call, then that had to be the call too. And to be honest with you, Stuart, I don't know that I've seen one all night so far.
So we get a interference penalty on Providence Christian. Now the ball's at the 22-yard line. We hand it off to Turman, and he's got a hold to the left, and he's trying to get in there, and he makes a move, and they'll see if he got in there. He dove at the pylon at the last second. He spun and got the head of the football on the pylon for a 20-yard rush by Turman to get us on the board 6-6. So it's 7:54. Tyler Turman with a 20-yard scamper to get it in there. Now for the PAT. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So Elbert County answers Providence touchdown. We came down the field, we run it and threw it. 7:54 remaining in the first quarter. Elbert County 7, the Storm 6.
Turman taking right up from where he did last week against Commerce, and Stuart, that was actually the first run of the game, and took it to the house.
And they opened a big hole. He actually had 2 holes. He had one straight up the middle. He chose to go outside and appears to have made the right decision. He's got really good vision for a freshman. So Elbert County to kick from my right to left. If you want to watch it tonight, I think you could go on BDNN Network.
Once again, you see, as I say so much in high school sports, in football, the kicking game is so important. Bad snap on their end and a good extra point by Elbert County got us ahead.
So Bernal kicks a line drive, and it'll go out of bounds, and that's not what he wanted. But when you're trying to pooch it, sometimes it's harder to place it in a particular spot than it is just to go on and kick it as hard as you can. But it goes out of bounds. They'll have it on the 35. Let's see if our defense cannot have any interference penalties. If so, they'll probably go 3 and out.
Well, you know, if I'm Providence Christian right now, I guarantee you I'm going after it. I'm going to continually do it. You know, they've established that there's going to be nothing at all with that. And if that's the case, then that helps you a lot. And we need to watch this mismatch we've got out here.
We got stacked to the left and a single out toward the sideline. He's going to throw this little receiver screen again, and they got it blocked a little bit. Jose's going to have to try to run him out after he picks up about 14 yards. They had us really blocked. We've already seen that play one time, and it picked up about 4. This time it picked up 14, so moving the chains. First play, 14 yards, ball's on their 49.
Mason Malone on the
7:47 left in the first. We're leading 7-6. Is this going to be a shootout?
Good. That
first down.
once again, good pass and catch by these kids. These kids have showed that. I don't know. Elberton might have thought something else, but if you watch the video, they've done a good job on the offense side. They've got some big linemen in there too.
Twins right, one left, bad snap. Now he's got it rolling to his right, and he's looking. He's going to run it himself. He makes a move, and then Caden Montgomery introduced himself at the 43-yard line. My goodness, never saw him blindside tackle and really lowered the boom to the point where he's going to the sideline and talk to the coach for a second.
A rock solid hit by number 17, Caden Montgomery.
Stuart, he got 8 yards on that play though, and he actually, one time all year I've seen somebody really sidestep our linebacker.
He's a little gimpy too.
The snaps are really loose right now. I would be looking for that.
Trips left, in shotgun. Moore takes it, fires out. No, he fakes. Now he's going to try to go on a little fade and does, and it's incomplete. The play was blew up, and he just tried to throw it. Now there's a flag.
Yeah,
down.
we got a holding call right there behind the line of scrimmage. He literally tackled Bryson out there, and I mean, I might have lost my bet with Heather if that hadn't come
Was
down.
it a good tackle?
He was a great tackle. I mean, he took him straight to the ground. Matter of fact, that kid needs to be on defense.
So a 10-yard penalty coming up. It'll be now 2nd and 12.
And once again, we're not really knowing where to. That's not right. That is not right. From where the holding was behind the line of scrimmage. That's 2 yards.
Well, they're doing it from the.
Should have been from where the hole was.
I don't know if they do that. I remember talking to Bill about that.
You need to ask Bill about that.
Moore
That's
puts a
different
man
if it's
in
not.
motion and makes Caden Montgomery jump. Hadn't seen that all year, so they'll get 5 yards back. Getting a little antsy there, and he jumped on the first movement, which was the clap. That clap, it'll get you sometimes. Caden upset with himself. They bring him off for a play to let him think about it, which is pretty standard now. So the Storm back up to the line, twins right, single left. See these formations over and over. Moore, your quarterback, puts a man in motion from right to left, takes the snap, hands it off, and he's looking for somewhere to go, and there's nowhere to go. And they'll really, Braylon Huff leading the crowd.
On the carry.
No gain on the play.
Tackle by number 9, Braylon.
That was a great
Brings up a
tackle, textbook tackle. To stay in your gap, stay good.
When the running back hesitates like he was hesitating right there, that's not going to turn out
Trouble
good.
comes
He was waiting for a hole, and then one never showed itself, so we took care of the rest. No gain, 3rd and 6 from our 47.
Oh. Well, we got a lot of room out there with one of their wide receivers.
Given a 14-yard buffer there.
And now let's see, we got delay of game. Boy, the flags are raining down in Elbert County tonight.
Wow.
That's got to be at least 7 or 8 penalties in the first quarter.
I know it's a pink out, but it looks like it's going to be a yellow out too.
Heather Stewart said that, not me.
So they'll back it up to their own 48. Now it'll be 3rd and 11. The Storm, they huddle. They don't. They take their time.
Well,
they use every bit of the play clock.
And that's good. This team, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to keep our defense on the field. But they do that because, they don't feel like they're as deep maybe as some of the teams they play. But they look pretty good on this offensive side of the ball.
Twins left, twins right. He snaps it under pressure, throws it out of bounds. That's all he could do because Caden and Lincoln was about to introduce him to the turf. So the defense holds. It'll be 4th and 11. Jose will be back to receive the punt.
And don't know, we saw the kicking game. We saw maybe they've got a few issues there. Let's see if Elbert County can do something with this.
Punter standing on their own 34. Jose standing on our 20. I did not see the punter in pregame at all. So let's see what he's got. The snap is good. It is not a good kick off the side of his foot, and it'll bounce backwards actually, with a little spin on it at the 39-yard line. So only a 15-yard punt. And you can tell he is not, well, I'll just say the punt wasn't good.
Yeah, and once again, you know, there's where you make up some ground. Elbert County needs to have a solid drive right here. We need to take control of this game. I know Coach would love to get this game in control and get some kids off of the field and get some other kids on the field. But right now, we got to win this game somehow.
5:35 left in the first. We're leading 7-6. We got the ball our second possession. Brody takes it, throws it out to DK, needs a block. He heads to the far sideline, makes a move, gets loose, twists, turns, crosses the 50. They'll mark it dead on, no, they'll mark it on their 49, so another Higginbotham paint and body first down. Brody's really getting the ball out there in a hurry. And DK got those, he got 5, but he got the other 5 on his own.
DK already got 3 receptions on the night.
Trips left. Brody throwing a little screen out here to Tyler Turman. He's got a little hole, and he'll take it down to the 44-yard line for a pickup of about 5. Hadn't seen it out of the, that's the first, if I'm not mistaken, that's the first pass I've seen coming out of the backfield.
Yeah, and I think it's the first time we've seen Tyler catch one, but he's good in the open field.
Twins right, single left. Give it to Tyler. Now we're going to throw it, trying to, and Bodie's going to get, now he fumbles it, but we recovered at midfield. That was a flea flicker, and he handed it off to Tyler. He turns and pitches it back to Brody, but it was not blocked well enough and didn't give him time, and they got him from behind, and he fumbled it, but we recovered it, luckily on the midfield strike. So we're 3rd down and 11.
Yeah, that's a tough break. We didn't get it, Stuart, you great call. We didn't get it blocked good enough then to have the time to get that off.
Twins left, single right again, and they jump off sides again. So we'll be 3rd and 6 now after they move the ball down to the 45 or 44.
Brody, early in his career as a 9th grade quarterback, is extremely good at that. You know, some quarterbacks are, some not as good, but Brody really has a knack for that because the way his body moves, and he just does a good job selling. That's a big play. 3rd and 6.
Brody looking at the sideline, getting the play. We got trips left. We got Chavis McClendon and Jose stacked. Back to pass. Brody looks. Intended for DK at the 35, but it was underthrown.
Got a pass rush up the middle that time and made Brody throw the ball away, basically.
Yes, so we'll be 4th down, and it looks like we're going to, I would say we'd try to draw them off sides, then we'd be 4th and 1.
Yeah, because this is, we got the game.
Twins right, DK out, wide left. Now we look at the sideline.
I would like to box them in deep in their own territory without their snaps. So let's see what we do if we go. Or
Tyler Turman now moves to the right of Brody. Brody takes it. He's looking. Got all time down the field, the middle of the field, and it is knocked away. And over here we got Jackson and flags flying everywhere. There were some disruption over there on the 30-yard line. Jackson Black and
well, their guy tackled Jackson Black for the 2nd time of the night going down the field, and no calling. He held on. I mean, he just grabbed him, and it was like he thought he was running by him. You know, you're taught to tackle somebody.
Yeah, he got tackled at the 30-yard line.
And then when he got on the ground, there was more than that, and this will probably just be an offsetting penalty, and you don't get the real story there unless the guy on the far side saw that.
So
Jackson
we'll see
Black got tackled going down the field.
Yeah, he was on the ground. So we'll see what comes out of all this. 3:50 to go in the first. We're leading 7-6, and I didn't like the way this thing started, and it hadn't changed much since.
Not at all. And this is a battle. Let's see. They're going to say, yeah, they're going to do offsetting, which is the easy thing to do from an official's point of view, and now they're going to give them the football.
Yep, unsportsmanlike on both. And
boy, Coach Dyer.
They can't get another one.
Coach Dyer is out there with intent right now. I think the booth saw what we saw up here, and he's really upset.
Yeah, when you've had 3 interference penalties called on you, and you have one of your receivers get tackled, and it doesn't get called, I kind of see where he's at.
Yeah, it's if you want to say double personal foul, unsportsmanlike, okay, but you had a holding or a tackle on a wide receiver going down the field to start that. So anyhow, Blue Devils got to play defense, and another good field position for the Storm.
Storm on their own 45. I expect them to go on a bomb right here. Takes it, looks, now he fires to the outside, complete at the 48-yard line. A really good pass out to number 7.
Great catch out there as well.
Yeah, he got 1 foot in. Really accurate pass there. So they pick up 8 yards. It'll be 2nd and 2. 3:44 left in the first. We're leading 7-6, but it's a tough 7-6.
Around 74 yards passing early in this first quarter.
They hit a long one earlier to set up their first touchdown of about 40 yards. 2nd and 2. Moore takes it, rolling to his left. Looking. Now he's getting chased, and he's just going to toss it out of bounds to prevent getting sacked or an interception. So it'll be 3rd and 2 now. Lincoln and Caden was really putting some pressure on him on the far sideline.
I would wonder if they would go back and just see how we line up on the play we use so much with the 3 receivers out there. They had a little success with that. And let's see what they do, because they haven't had much success running the football.
No, they haven't. They've got negative yards rushing, so they probably, I could see them throwing it on every down. So here we are, 3rd and 2. 3 receivers. Moore looks, fires right across the middle, complete, and he spins and comes out of it. We hold on to his foot. Jose grabbed hold to his ankle and wouldn't let go, but he got just enough for a first down. So we won't have a 3 and out for Bill Daltrey. We need one feel kind of desperately right now.
We had that big soft spot. We gave 11, 12 yards, and we just couldn't get up quick enough to we made the tackle. We gave up 2 yards, but that's all they needed was 2 yards.
Kind of like to see a little press right there on those short yardages. First down on our 44.
3 minutes in a long first quarter.
Moore in shotgun. 3 receivers. Looks, fires across the middle on a slant, complete to number 4. And we'll bring him down after about 5 yards down to the 38-yard line. Now a flag. They're going to call a face mask.
Flag on the play.
So we'll have 15 added on to that. So that's going to put them
face mask. Blue Devils.
Wow.
Somewhere around the 23-yard line. So we've had probably more yards and penalties than we've got an offense.
Wow. Well, we are in a football game now. For a lot of reasons, but we're there.
They will place it on the 23. So they'll be 1st and 10 there after a face mask. I saw it, but I was hoping they didn't, but they did.
Third first down by penalty tonight.
And 15-yard penalties, I might add.
And that's got them down there, too.
3 receivers. Moore takes it, looks, fires. I think the receiver is supposed to break to the sideline, but he didn't, and it's incomplete.
Pass sails incomplete. 2nd down.
He turned for a post pattern, and the quarterback threw it to the sideline.
There's a lot of There's a lot of jersey stretching going on in the middle of that defense and offensive line against Elbert County now. We're going to have to really get some pressure, but there's some hand play going on.
2nd and 10. I'm feeling a little nervous here. Moore takes it, looks right across the middle, complete. We miss a tackle, and now he's trying to get the near sideline, and we'll run him out at the 18-yard line. So we'll have a 3rd and medium range here. 2:15 clock running. We're leading 7-6.
They are doing an excellent job throwing and catching right here. Our defensive backs, and I think probably those early interference penalties is making us a little standoffish. We're not wanting to get our hands on there, but we're not making good plays on the ball either.
Give him, well, they'll say it's 3rd and 6 on our 18. Moore takes it, looks, hands off this time, and he'll get a little bit, but we'll knock him down at the 18. Maybe a half a yard. Maybe he got to the 17. He did, so he'll get a yard. So it'll be 4th and we'll call it 4th and 6 again.
Yeah, and they're going for this, I would think.
Oh, yeah, most certainly.
Well, let's see, they're running on the field. Maybe they aren't. And let's see, what are we doing? No. Yep,
Yeah.
They're going to go for the field goal right here, so I would be wary of this as well.
Yeah, the snap, so trying for a 34-yarder. And the kick is up, and it looks good. And it is. So the Storm comes in, and after some penalties and whatnot, they kick a 34-yard field goal with 57 seconds left in the first. Now make it 9-7, Providence.
There's been a lot of stuff happening in one quarter of football, including 62 penalties.
Storm 9.
Yeah.
Second quarter.
And it's not Halloween yet.
Yeah, I really hope, and why the keys to tonight was win is because you're just worried about this team coming in and how would we respond. And, we didn't have quite the crowd here, and these kids are playing to win tonight for Providence.
Yeah, our crowd hadn't had a whole lot to stand up about. We've had some penalty problems, and they're throwing it. They're going to throw it probably 95% of the time from this point forward. 57 seconds left in the first. We're trailing 9-7. The kickoff will be pooched down. Jose takes it to 30. And he'll run forward all the way up to the 41. He caught it on the run. There had been just a little crease right there. That could have been trouble, but we've got great field position to start this possession.
Stuart, I really believe that, and of course, Coach and I even talked about this several weeks ago. Because of all that rain and all that they had, they couldn't practice a lot of special team stuff. But if we start blocking a little bit better on kicks, we're gonna get some big gains because our return guys are really good.
So here we go. We've got twins right, single left. We hand it to Turman with nowhere to go. Missed a block on the right side, and they had two linemen waiting on Turman. So we'll lose a yard. We'll be 2nd and 11. Those first down negative yardage plays really cause you discomfort.
Lincoln Thacker on the stop.
Now we've got an empty set, 5 receivers. And they're going to run. There's no safety back to Tyler Turman. He breaks the tackle, and he'll up to about the 48-yard line. He'll get
Tyler Turman.
Really
get about 5.
Tackle by number 6, TJ Anthony for the Storm.
They're not playing a safety. It's almost like they're playing 5 linebackers. So we'll have 5 receivers once again. And that's the end of your first quarter with your score, Providence Christian 9, Elbert County 7. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with the start of the second quarter. You're listening to Blue Devil Football on 105.3 WSGC.
Storm 9.
This week's Athlete Spotlight is on our Raider Commanders, Vivian Salazar and Wyatt Stelter. These two seniors are leading our Raider team, which is currently ranked first in the region. Vivian is an active member of the National Guard, and following graduation, Wyatt plans to enlist in the U.S. Air Force. Congratulations to these Raiders.
Brody back, throws to Jose on the screen. He's got a little running room. He'll get close to the first down. Let's see where they mark. It's going to be completely at the mark. It's going to be a few inches either way.
Yeah, he needs a good job by the official. He ran the ball over to the side ref. They're going to have to measure that.
I think it's going to be, from where I can see, it could be an inch, literally a half-inch short. He's going to call the first down. Thank you,
wow,
Black Hat.
I'm surprised their coach didn't say measure that thing.
Yeah, because it was going to be really close.
Good run by Jose then. There wasn't a lot there, and he really just willed that.
5 receivers, empty set. 1st and 10. Brody takes it, looks, fires out to DK on the screen, and he got loose. And he's trying to get the far sideline, and somebody grabs his ankles at the 42 and brings him down. He just needed one more step, but he'll pick up 6, and it'll be 2nd and 4. Just underway in the second quarter, we're trailing 9-7. Trips right, single left. It's like Terman's your tailback. Brody takes it, fakes it, throws it out here to Jose again with a little block. Jose twisting and turning down to the 31-yard line. Got a great block by Jackson Black to open that play up for Jose to pick up about 10 yards for a first down for Higginbotham Paint and Body. And we're moving now very quickly down to the 31 of the Storm. Brody takes it, hands it to Terman with a huge hole up the middle. He breaks it toward the sideline. He's still on his feet down to the 15. They're running out at the 12.
Nice run.
Really opened the hole. Now we've got a flag coming on Providence. I think he said whatever he said right in front of the official, and that's going to be an unsportsmanlike on Providence. So after this, we should be around the 7-yard line.
I don't know. I really don't know that I expected this game to be. You know, when you play Commerce, you play Hart, Lincoln County, you expect a little of this. This has been a little more than what I thought would be. And between these two teams, not much history between us, and not much bad blood either, for that matter. But
seems like there's some now.
I think that earlier in the first quarter, that one drive kind of got everything going. So good thing.
So they'll move it down to the 6.5. So we'll be 1st and goal from the 6.5.
Got to protect the football here now. We need to take the life out of these kids.
So we've got Riante running Wildcat. 3 receivers to the right. Riante is going to take it and spin and move, and he walks in there after he makes a spin move at the 1-yard line. Riante gets a 6-yard run to get Elbert County back on top, and they opened a hole. They had it blocked over there, and Riante did make a move at the line of scrimmage, but he's just so big. He just walked in. Is that his first touchdown of his career rushing the ball?
Would think it was. He had a bunch in middle school, but good job, Elton. Everything matters here now. All the extra points and all that matters.
All right, PAT is up and good. So with 10:43 to go after a 6-yard run by Riante Tucker, the Blue Devils now up 14-9. Don't go anywhere. I have a feeling
10:43 in the second.
that won't be the final score.
Blue Devils 14, Storm 9.
But we came down and answered the field goal, I'd say fairly easily. We threw 2 great screen passes out to Jose, well blocked. That one play ran twice and picked up probably 30 yards. Providence did bring a decent crowd, a lot more than I actually expected.
From where they came from, it probably was kind of a late arriving thing with the traffic up in Atlanta and all. Stuart, just a really interesting football game. Maybe not anything that we assumed it would be, but we've already lead changed this thing 3 times. So Elbert County needs to understand now, y'all, this is a football game and this is a big football game. Win.
So our kick, expected it to be a pooch, and it is, and it comes off his foot a little funny. He can't pick it up. Now he goes down on his knee at the 22. He picked it up, turned to run, and his knee went down, and they'll have a 78-yard bunch of grass in front of them.
That may be the worst field position Providence Christians had all night. They certainly have had good field position, aided by a few penalties for sure. But Elbert County defense, they've done a good job attacking us. It hadn't all been penalties now. They're throw and catch. When that quarterback has time, Elbert County got to really concentrate on getting to the quarterback.
And they're okay with taking these 4- and 5-yard pass plays, and that's what I expect here. We're giving them still a little buffer, but we're closing it in a little bit now. More to take it. He looks, nobody open. Now he's got to run to the right, and he throws it incomplete at the 25. We had him covered because we really pressed him on this side, and he looked to throw, and nobody was open, so he had to run to his right, and he threw it in the grass, so it's 2nd and 10. And he also saw number 1 running after him.
They've done a good job one way or another protecting their quarterback. That's 15. That's 8 for 15 passing for him tonight.
2nd and 10. Ball on their own 22. 10:35 left in the second. We're leading 14-9. Moore takes it, rolling to his left, looking. Now he's going to throw it. Incomplete. Oh, now we're going to get another penalty.
Pass is incomplete.
He turned to the sideline, and Jalen Davis turned with him, and they're saying, what are they going to say, holding? It was not going to be anywhere near complete, and they're going to call pass interference. So that'll be the 4th pass interference.
On the Blue Devils.
Boy, Coach Dyer is livid right now. Haven't seen him that way. That's new right there. That's different.
Dyer is like really on this side official.
Another first down,
time.
4th first down by penalties and all of the long.
That was not interference. Marvin, I'm going to may give you $100 if you don't say anything. 3 receivers more, first down, up on their 38. The Storm back to pass. Moore looks across the middle, overthrown, incomplete. Nobody open, and I was expecting Jose to get called right there.
Boy, the Elbert County crowd was already doing the signal where they say throw the flag. Yeah, the Elbert County crowd's pretty into this. And you know what's curious about this? Very seldom do you see the calls like that come from your own sideline. If it's on the other guy's sideline, sometimes you see a quick penalty. But all of these have come from the Elbert County side.
2nd and 10 from the 38. 10:26 left in the second. They're really running clock off. They're not in any hurry to snap the ball. 3 receivers, Moore looks. He looks under pressure, and Bryson Hughes is going to sack him back at the 30. Bryson comes untouched. There's almost a delay.
On the quarterback sack.
He's got a little more speed than the quarterback and brought him down. A great play by Bryson. Lose about 6 or 7 yards there. Now we're going to have 3rd and about 17.
Really good play by Bryson there. And Stuart, we talked before the game. Bryson Hughes is a kid that is just growing and coming on, growing into his body. And, you know, I want him to live that Lincoln lifestyle next year because he can be big time for us next year, as well as maybe this year.
3rd and 17. Ball now back on the 31 of the Storm. Moore, the quarterback, back to pass, looking, pressure. Now he's flushed from the pocket. He's going down the far sideline, and we'll hit him somewhere around the 38-yard line, but he's nowhere close to a first down, so it'll be probably 4th and 10.
Yeah, they're going to have to kick it. Interesting thing right there I saw on that play. That was a play normally. The quarterback wasn't getting to that sideline real quick, and he was there to be lit up. And our kid dropped to his knees almost and barely pushed him. And I know that's, you know what that's from? That's some flags that have been thrown really quick tonight.
The punt. Now a nice punt, a really long punt, and it'll come down and hit the 25, but it'll take an Elbert County bounce to go out of bounds at the 25.
Wow. Great kick.
So 8:53 to go in the second. Elbert leads 14-9. Our Blue Devils held with a sack by Bryson Hughes that really set up that long 3rd down. And now the Devils back on offense. Let's see if we can.
Touchdown right here would be big for Elbert County. Get the ball to start second half. But Stu, we have to establish the dominance in this game. Right now, this is anybody's football game. With the way the game's being officiated, this thing could come down to the
Brody
end.
takes it, hands it off to Terman up the middle with a little hole, and there he goes up the middle and makes a move on his feet, still fighting all the way up to the 39-yard line, 38-yard line, pickup of 12 for a Higginbotham paint and body first down. Terman getting up a little slow, but he got hit pretty good there by 3 of the Storm.
First down, Blue Devils.
Trips right. Elbert County trying to move here on this possession and get another touchdown. Fake it to Terman. DK takes it, and they're going to try to get him down at the 40, and they do. Little or no yardage. We didn't get that one cornerback blocked solidly. So DK had to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd and 10.
Another thing, we made the comment first of the season, not good first down plays a lot for the Blue Devils tonight.
Yeah, those negative first down plays puts you in a bind. 2nd and 10. Brody back to pass. Looks, stops, fires to Jackson Black over his little high. Incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Elbert County crowd screaming for holding up there on the sideline. But, you know, but when you make those calls early, it's established, so, you know, you look for them to be called every time.
Yeah, he and 28, Jackson and number 28 is really going after it. He's pressing Jackson every play. And now they jump off sides, so it'll be 3rd and 5 now up to the 43-yard line.
Great job by Brody again. He just has a knack for that. He's done that all season. I don't think we've had any game that he hasn't done that at least a couple times and got us some yardage.
And they've jumped at least 4 times. Empty set, 5 receivers. Not pressing Tyler Terman this time. Brody looks, fires to Terman, complete at the 49, and he'll fight his way up to the 50. And he still didn't go down, and that'll be enough for a first down for Higginbotham Paint and Body. We needed 5, we got 6.
That's the 3rd reception from him on the night, and boy, has he showed the ability to catch the ball out of the backfield.
Yeah, and that's huge because they haven't seen this on film. Twins left and right. We're on the midfield stripe. Out here to Jackson Black, and he'll get through down after 5 yards, but he picked up 6, it looks like 2nd and 4. Really getting the ball out to the receivers in a hurry. It gives them time to make a move.
Stuart, Jackson Black is playing physical tonight, and I don't think he's a little bit over that tackle out there, but he has really blocked and done some things off the ball.
Trips left, single right. We hand it off. I hadn't seen Petey all night. Now we got a flag on the play, offsides on them again.
You know, I said early, just in jest, like the old Larry Munson used to say, 60-something penalties. We may not be far from that for this first half's over.
7:13 left in the second. We've got a slim 5-point lead, 14-9, but we're moving it in small chunks here. We're 1st and 10 on their 39, and a score here late in the second would be
huge. We need to put a little doubt, and they're going to get a timeout.
And we will take a 30-second break. You're listening to Blue Devil Football on 105.3 WSGC.
Family owned and operated since 1963, with 3 locations in Elberton to serve the granite industry. Go Big Blue.
I hear it now. Just a long delay before the commercials come on. That's why I'm taking 30-second breaks instead of one.
Go Big Blue.
You're supposed to be getting direction in. You shouldn't be getting it right. You go to commercials. That makes sense? Because he seemed to use commercial all the time. So go to commercials. You should be back. You should be right.
All right. Brody takes it, gives it to Jose. Down the sideline, still out on his feet, down at the 20-yard line. Now we got a flag coming in late. I don't know if that's personal foul or a face mask.
That's going to be horse collar right there. Our sideline went absolutely berserk.
So they toss sweep it to Jose, and he really has a good, hard, physical run down to the 18-yard line, and then they're calling horse collar. So that's another 15. So we'll be inside the red zone for the probate judge, Stephanie Hewell. Been down there a couple times. Sorry there, Judge. Don't hold it against me. I may need you one day.
All of us.
So they'll mark it at the...
including Greg Hall.
At the 10-yard line. So we'll be 1st and goal from the 10. We've got Terman as your tailback. 3 receivers to your right. Brody takes it, hands it to Terman. No, he throws it out to DK. DK's running down the sideline. They'll knock him out around the 4.
Pass is complete, number 3, DK win.
Just a quick pass out to the sideline to DK. Made the first man miss the tackle and then fought his way. They'll mark it at the 4, so we'll be 2nd and goal from the 4. Now we've got whistles blowing. I don't know why.
Let's hope that's not something on Elbert County, because it's been kind of that night.
Yeah, illegal substitute. Providence.
Defense.
How many penalties? Tonight's passing, he is 12 for 16 throwing the ball. A lot of short stuff, but some good in-between stuff. And a couple of catches by Tyler Terman, who's already caught 3 passes out there, as well as 50 yards rushing and 16 receiving in the first half.
So we take it. Riante again, Wildcat, and boy, they opened the hole, and they never got touched. Riante on a 4-yard run, I mean straight up the gut. To make it 20-9, so with 6:59 to go in the second quarter, Riante on his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night out of the Wildcat formation Now we've got an 11-point lead. Now for the PAT. And all points are important. Good snap, hold, the kick is up, the kick looks good. It is. So now, 6:59 left in the second. Elbert County 21, Providence 9. Our offensive line is really opening some holes here in the second quarter, gaping holes.
Sure, that's dead on the money. And actually, both touchdowns by Riante, we have literally, he's walked in on both runs. And he's a big running back, and you don't normally see big running backs walk in.
Would you like to know how many penalties so far?
Yeah, you know, it's not absolutely. I would never say anything about any of that, but
the officials have thrown 16 flags.
Wow. It was established early on. They've been consistent.
And that is the last time I'm going to bring that up.
They've been consistent. So, hey, if it's going to be that way, you know that's the way it's going to be.
Yep, and they're not over, that's for certain.
And Heather, you are not getting the money this year.
It's not over yet.
No, it's not over yet. Absolutely, Stuart.
So we're to kick Bernal. Now he kicks it more down the middle. He'll take it at the 15 on the run, and we'll run him out over there about the 31-yard line, 32. I can't really tell where he went out, but it's somewhere in the 32-yard line area. So Providence will have 6 minutes and 55 seconds to try to put some more points on the board before the half gets here. 6:55 left.
Dude, I just want to say this up front. After watching these kids from Providence Christian play, I had no idea how good their offense could be. And these kids, it's a pretty good football team right here. And they've been scrappy on defense as well. This game's not over yet, folks. A long way from being over.
First quarter, we kind of give them a little buffer, but we started pressing them now. And that really upsets the quarterback because he likes to throw it quick. More back to pass, fires, and tipped away by Braylon Huff. Great play. He had to leap, knock it away with his left hand as you're taught, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Really great defensive play. The receiver was there and he's open. They're running some really good patterns tonight, and they're getting the time to throw mostly, and that might be something you'd be shocked the way this game's going tonight. You hadn't seen some of, but their offensive line's kind of getting a hold to us a little bit.
2nd and 10, Providence on their own 33. Moore looks, going to run to his left, looking, he's going to have to, and he runs right in. He's got a blue jersey on, and I think.
Is that Bryson?
Was Bryson Hughes. I mean, he never saw Bryson coming, and he literally picked him up off the ground and slammed him into the turf for a loss of 3. Bryson playing physical from his end position.
It's funny how many times over all these years we've done this together that we were talking about Bryson Hughes and what we think, what he can do for our football team and our program, including next year. Back, and boy, he rose to the occasion tonight.
They're having a hard time. Our defensive front now. Now it's back on the 27. Number 2 throws it out for a receiver screen, and we'll run him down at the 34, so it'll be 4th and 10 now. Played that well. We let them have the little 5-yard pass. Destin Gray out on the tackle.
It's just been a long half of football.
I'm telling you, it's going to be 1 o'clock in the morning when I let you out.
I don't know what the time is on this game.
We're going to eat our hot dogs on Saturday.
Well,
on Saturday.
And I do. I'm helping my buddy Thomas Moore out working for him tomorrow. So, Josh, I'll be there really early because I'll be leaving from the Granite Bowl and coming straight to Napa Auto Parts.
Jose standing on his own 32. The punter got a real good one off last time. Almost got it. Another terrible punt, and it'll come to rest at the 45 of Providence. Another about a 12-yard punt, really off the side of his foot. That's twice he's done that.
And twice we've got really good pressure, and that was Bryson Hughes right there that got in on that. And I almost, I don't think he touched it, but
He
it's
was
a
only a foot
possibility
away
he was
from it.
close. Great opportunity for the Blue Devils to establish something for the rest of the game on this drive right here.
North Oconee in a fight too, it looks like tonight.
Well, that's interesting.
All right, Devils up to the line. Trips left. Jackson out wide right. We throw it out here to DK again. He'll pick up a couple maybe before he gets pushed out of bounds. Didn't have it blocked over there on the short side of the field from the left hash.
DK win on the reception, second down.
Oconee 21, East Hall 7. Monroe area 7, Jefferson 3.
Well, how about that?
Yeah. 2nd and 9, we'll call it. Empty set. We're running a sweep to DK, and there's no block. Now he finds a little hole, and there goes DK up the middle of the field, and he'll make another move. Still on his feet, cross the 15, down to the 8-yard line. No flags yet. Wow, finally run that jet sweep using DK, and he really made some athletic moves at the 30 and the 20. And they just couldn't get their hands on him, and he takes it all the way down to the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal again with 5:26 left in the second. We've got a 21-9 lead. Turman's your tailback. Brody already ready to snap it and does. Now he fires out here to Jose, and he's going to run over one Storm and down to the 2-yard line.
Rodriguez.
He really just run over the Storm. Run through the Storm. Is that better? Brody's going to take it himself, and he's going to dive and try to get in there, and they called a touchdown. So Brody, is that Brody's first touchdown of his career? A 3-yard run. Brody calls his own number and cuts it up in there and sticks the ball out, crosses the plane. Brody Baker.
Sure, that's what we've been talking about with Brody, that he doesn't have to be the fastest guy. Just be good ball handling with that thing out there and take advantage when the defense doesn't respect you on the run.
Or expect it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the PAT is up, and it looks good. So now with 4:56, that didn't take very long. It's 28-9, Elbert County. Franklin County 20, East Jackson 0. Hebron Christian 13, Hart County 3. Prince Avenue 20, Stevens County 7. Sorry there, Coach. Swainsboro's beating Toombs. That's kind of surprising.
Wow.
Swainsboro's pretty good this
Yeah,
year.
and I want to tell you something. You talk about a bunch of athletes on the field. When those two get together, they there.
Trying to find a few more. Banks County and Athens Academy knotted at 0. Rabun County 27. Commerce 14.
You know, Commerce has the talent, Stuart. We saw that. They don't hurt for talent up there. They got a lot of situations going on up there right now, but it's not talent.
So, Bernal to kick. We're leading 28-9 with 4:56 left in the first half. Bernal now puts his foot in it a little over his head, and he mishandles it. Now the back returner has to pick it up. Now he's trying to reverse field, and we're going to run him down. Jalen's going to get him at the 25-yard line. Just not enough speed to get to the near sideline. Held it pretty good up at the 26.
Number 22.
So Providence will start there. Boy, our defense has started playing press coverage, which has changed everything here in the second quarter.
Great job by our defensive staff to adapt to the game as the way it's being called and the way it's being played. Elbert County, this is really tough for Providence Christian because they have played so well and let this thing get going. But we still have 4 minutes and 45 seconds in the first half.
We were giving them those short passes, and so we pressed, and now we're taking that away. And he don't have time to stand there to throw a deep ball, so he's kind of in a pickle at the moment. Moore takes it, hands it off this time up the middle, and we'll stuff him. And Jarrell says, "Hello, I'm Jarrell."
Yeah, great job by Jarrell and by Montgomery in there.
No gain on the play, maybe a yard loss. Let's see where they placed it. No, they'll give him back to the 26. So, and they take a timeout. It's 28-9 in the Granite Bowl. The Elbert County leading with 4:35 left in the second. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Blue Devil Football on 105.3 WSGC.
Timeout, Blue Devils.
Come down to Lake Russell Building Supply for your next do-it-yourself project, remodel, or new construction home build. We're happy to help and ready to serve your needs. Lake Russell Building Supply is a proud sponsor of all Blue Devil athletics since opening in 2005. Go Big Blue.
For state-of-the-art technology to superb quality and customer service, Trusted Granite Interiors is the RE or customize your next home project. Trusted Granite Interiors is a proud supporter of Elbert County athletics. Go Big Blue!
Moore takes it back to pass, looks deep. Now he's going to get sacked, and he fumbles the ball, and they fall on it at the 25. They'll lose a yard, but we had Caden Montgomery and Jarrell, and I don't know who the other was. Maybe it was. Well, I know it was those two. He was about to release the football before he got sandwiched, and the ball come loose, and they were lucky. They recovered it, but they still lose a yard. We'll call it 3rd and 10.
Elbert County needs to really stand up right here. We got an opportunity to maybe get that football and try to go again.
More back, 4 receivers.
We got.
I heard a whistle blow. Now
Boy, every time something stops, every kid on the team starts looking up and backing up and holding his hands up to make sure.
Well, when you've had a yellow out, you're constantly looking for it. My God. 17
My partner in the booth, that was the first I've ever heard
shotgun.
that.
More bad snap. He'll turn around, and he's going to have to try to stop it. No, Lincoln grabs him and slams it along with Caden Montgomery all the way back to the 12.
And Sims. Look at all 3 of them together there. And we haven't had those 3 together but for a very few minutes.
Yeah. So now they'll be punting from the goal line. Bad snap, and he had looked like he was going to actually turn around and try to do something. And when he turned around, he had 3 Blue Devils staring at him, nowhere to go. And they were pretty ugly to him at that point.
Elbert County's starting to really take the air out of Providence Christian. Now Elbert County going to get the ball to start the second half, and the Blue Devils may not be through yet on offense.
I mean, it's been 4 minutes and something for 45 minutes. We still have 4:17 left in the second, leading 28-9. See if we can get a block punt here. We almost blocked one earlier.
In an 8-minute stretch, we've scored 3 touchdowns, and it took 45 minutes to play 8 minutes.
It's going to be 1 o'clock. Good snap. Almost got it again this time. A real nice high punt, and Jose Fair catches at the 43. So we'll have a short field, great field position to start our possession here with 4:11 to work with. But it hasn't took us 4 minutes to score tonight.
Once again, I'll say this, and I know Jose is already probably stewing about the drop up in Commerce. That's maybe one of the only drops in his career. There's not many people I've ever seen the Granite Bowl that's willing to step up on a ball over the lights at the middle of the night and catch that ball as good as him.
Brody in shotgun, Terman behind him. He claps. There's a guy lining up offsides. He's already offsides.
He is in the neutral zone right now.
They're not going to throw it, but he's offsides.
He is offsides right now. Let's see. No call. Wow.
We'll fire out to Jose. Broke a tackle. There goes Jose down the sideline, and he'll run over 2 more Storms, twist and turn. What a move at the 16-yard line. He eyed that cornerback coming up, and he put his shoulder down, spun off of him, kept his foot down and spun and got 5 more yards. Now we've got 4 receivers down to the 17. Turman almost breaks free, but he grabs him anyway. We may have got back to the line of scrimmage. The linebacker blew in there. Turman has played most of the snaps tonight. I don't know if Petey, looks like Petey's in there now. No, Jose, yeah. Petey's in there now.
Yeah, Jackson Black on that run made a tremendous, he took his guy down the field. That guy's all night. Brody takes it,
hands it to Petey. No, and he fires out to Jose again, and Jose trying to break a tackle and can't. No gain on the play. Yeah, I saw Jackson. I think he's going to look that way in a minute. I think he's got his cornerback's number now.
Yeah, I think Jackson's taking this game into a different area.
There's another game going on in this game.
And so far, Jackson Black's winning in that game. I'm going to tell you right now, because he took him from about the 20 to the goal line.
Back to pass, looking across the middle. Brody's going to run it himself. Makes a move. There goes Brody. He's going to keep his feet. Can he get in there? At the corner, they're going to call him down at the 1. Brody was really, I thought he made it. They brought him down at the 1. A nice recovery, broke the pocket, and just made a move at the 20-yard line, 15-yard line, made a man miss, and I just almost lost his footing, but he kept his footing and got to the 1. It'll be 1st and goal for Higginbotham Pink. And we're in the red zone for Stephanie Huell, our probate judge. Tyler Turman is in there now. It's your running back. Brody hands it to Turman. They'll hit him in the backfield, and he'll still trying to twist and turn, and they'll call it a touchdown. He tried to throw him down, and Turman kept his feet, and they went around in a circle twice, and he stuck the ball out and broke the plane. So with 2:49 to go, it's 34-9 Elbert County. Now we're running the ball a little bit, throwing these short screens and letting our receivers run it. Jose and DK Jackson now for the PAT. Now a flag down. Now if they're going to move it to the 2, I'll say we'll probably go for it for a 2-pointer. Why not?
Encroachment defense.
For the 18th time. And they didn't call it right in front of us, and we were straight down the line of scrimmage, and his hand was over, and they just didn't. I guess they were at this point feeling sorry for all the offsides. They're going to move it down to the 2. So we'll continue our PAT here. We're not going to go for 2. Harrison's been true tonight. Brody holding the snap, the kick. The kick is up and good to make it 35-9. So after a 12 or 13-yard run by Brody, down to the 1, Turman takes it in for another Blue Devil touchdown. 2:49 still left in the second quarter.
Stuart, I say this too. We don't mention this nearly enough. Great snap there. Braden Line it was just, all these snaps have been just dead on the money. And the holes as well, of course, the holders, Jackson Black, who quite simply, Jackson's got a couple of receptions tonight, but Jackson's going to enjoy the film room when he gets in there, because Jackson has played physical tonight. And I mean, I think the guy there at midfield out there did a little disservice to Jackson. He's responded pretty well.
So Elbert County set the kick. It's almost 9 o'clock, and we're still in the first half.
With a couple minutes to go.
Bernal dribbles it down the middle of the field, and I think he meant to kick it a little further down, but they recovered at the 43. One of the Storm just dove and did not let it get through the first line.
Number 24.
Want one of those that just bounces and bounces and bounces, and sometimes it bounces real high. Didn't get it through there, so the Storm will take over on their own 44.
And they desperately need to move the ball right here and to get something big. Anything they can to try to get some points up for the first half. really, we've done a great job with that big wide receiver after a tremendous first quarter where he had about 60 yards against us, and we've done a good job comboing him out there.
Well, we're getting in the backfield now with the quarterback. He doesn't have a whole lot of time to decide what he's going to do, and Bryson's running after him now.
Yeah.
And we lost our footing. DK tried to stop, and his foot slipped, which allowed that completion right there for about 7 yards.
Just as I say it, they throw to him. In Elbert County territory.
They marked it at our 49. The clock is broke. Three receivers. Moore, your quarterback for the Storm. Now he rolls to his left with pressure. Lincoln's wanting him. He fires it deep downfield. Oh, and if you're going to throw a penalty, you better throw it on the Storm because he pushed off right in front of the official.
Now let's see if DK's all right. Something happened with DK. Let's hope it's a cramp. Let's hope all that is. DK is under some distress on the sideline.
Well, he looks like probably is a cramp. It's getting a little cool now, so the cramping should be almost subsided. If they're drinking the fluids, I'm sure they're forced to drink. 3rd and 3 from our 48. Looks, fires down the middle of the field, sideline, and incomplete, and they're going to throw another penalty.
First pass is incomplete, flag on the play.
On Runt Maddox, we're going to have another interference penalty.
Unbelievable.
It was on the far sideline. I couldn't really tell. It was well covered. He did not have a step. They're just throwing it in desperation.
Well, once again, Coach Dyer is way down there and really.
He's flipping his car because he is.
Yeah, he's not happy with this at all. And it's hard to believe. I don't know if I've seen that many in one game ever in all these years.
Still a minute 58. We've got a pretty good lead now, 35-9. 1st and 10 from our 34. Moore looks in trouble, and Caden comes in there and sacks him back at the 45. He blew in there. It was a delayed rush.
17, Caden Montgomery.
He flew in there. The quarterback couldn't. He tried to escape, but it was too late. Caden grabbed him by the waist and brought him down at the 42. Now they move it back to the 41. Now it's 2nd and 16. The clock stops constantly. It's a minute 30 still left. Moore running to his left, looking. Now he's going to run it himself, and we'll run him out of bounds. Now Lincoln really hits him hard at going out of bounds, and he's probably, he might be tasting granite.
Yeah, and
at least some granite dust anyway.
I will guarantee you this. We may have had one of our kids get hurt on the sideline that was standing over there. But he was in bounds, way in bounds. Kind of reminds you of what happened to Brody just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, Lincoln really pushed him extremely hard. He had the opportunity to run out of bounds earlier. Could have went out of bounds 2 yards earlier and not took that punishment, but.
Yeah, but he's a tough kid. That kid's up and going. He's played a good football game for them tonight.
3rd and 12. Now we got whistles.
Hudson Moore.
Timeout, the Storm. We'll take a 30-second break. We're leading 35-9. You're listening to Blue Devil Football on 105.3 WSGC.
This week's Academic Spotlight features senior Jalen Davis. Jalen was nominated by his teacher, Mr. Warner, who says he's doing extremely well in advanced mathematical decision making, where he's a hard worker and helps others in need. He's extremely kind, and she is very proud of this young man. This week's Academic Spotlight, Jalen Davis.
Chief Credit Officer, Pennsylvania, and proud alum, ECCHS, Class of 9. We're here to say thank you to the home team for being part of our team.
They really good.
Moore takes it, rolling to his right. Oh, and they, are you telling me they tackled Lincoln and no call?
Wow. Wow, boy,
I don't even know.
Goodness.
Lincoln came flying in there about to grab the quarterback, and he got tackled from behind, and they did not throw a penalty.
Wow. Wow.
I'm not. Okay. He got tackled literally.
Look at that
from
on
behind.
YouTube. Just look at it on YouTube.
So they take another timeout. We'll keep it here. It's 4th and 20 with only a minute 3, but it was 2 minutes and 50 seconds 30 minutes ago. We're leading 35-9. Started slow, but when we got rolling, we got rolling. But tonight we've got a good bit of rushing yards and passing yards. I think it's going to be probably one of the closest in yardage as far as rushing and passing that we've had all year.
There could be one area that's going to eclipse them all, except for right there. That may have been the one that, not going now. Not going to do it, Heather. I know you listening. Not happening.
4th and 21. Moore throwing it. They don't run it anymore. Now he's going to quick punt it, and it'll roll down to about the 8-yard line.
That was a really good kick by their kicker right there. Normally I'm on top of those most of the time, Stuart. I didn't see that one coming. Great job by Providence Christian.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming, but you've got them kind of down now. We've kind of took over the game, and I don't want it to be any more chippier than it is. I don't want anything to happen that late in this game that will hurt us next week.
No, and you really love to see us get some more players in, and for experience as well as getting some guys healed. We're a different football team with all our kids playing.
Yeah, our defense, we knew they would, after all these penalties, we handed off to Petey, it looks like, and he's going to stay on his feet up to about the 22-yard line.
Petey Allen on the carry.
Had a big hole outside of right tackle that time.
Tackled by Lincoln Thacker.
Well, I'll say our offensive line has
first down.
Done a great job tonight opening holes. They've had multiple holes to run through. Now Brody's back to pass. He's going to throw it deep down the far sideline. Incomplete. He threw it to the left shoulder, and I think
pass incomplete.
DK was expecting it. Didn't have a whole lot of room, though. DK did not get separation.
Absolutely great job by Providence Christian there on coverage. They stayed step for step. And, down to 41 seconds now.
So we'll hand it off to
Petey Allen.
Petey again, up across the 30 to the 32, which will be really close to a first down, and they calling it a first down for Higginbotham Paint and Body. So it'll move the chains down to 34 seconds.
Some fatigue setting in on the Storm right now.
Brody back to pass again. We want some more. Across the middle, complete to Jose with great catch, and he'll run through the Storm, drag a Storm down to the 40.
Nice
so a big catch by Jose on a bullet through across the middle, and he reaches up and snags it.
25 Chase Williams for the Storm. First down.
The defense of the Storm's taking more licks than they're giving. Jose run through another Storm there. Brody complete to Jose again. He'll step out at the 34. We got 13 seconds. We've got a timeout or two. We may try another Harrison Matthew field goal if we can get about 8 or 9 more yards, because we've seen him kick 42-yarders. Brody back to pass, looking, fires to the sideline to Jose, complete at the 25. another first down for Higginbotham Paint and Body, and that's what they're going to do. We're going to see Harrison Matthews try a, let's see, they're going to mark it at the 25, a 42-yarder. I saw him make 3 in a row right here.
Sure, I hope on YouTube and Blue Devil Network you could see that. That was a big-time high school. That's a big-time college play to get that ball down and out of bounds. Great job by Brody, looking secondary receiver.
We call him money. Harrison Matthews, 42-yarder. Good snap. Caught a little low. Just missed it to the right. He didn't hit it like he wanted to. Might not have, it was spinning a little too fast. But we did a good job giving him an opportunity, so that'll be 3 seconds left in the first half, and we've got a 35-9 lead. So we'll have a 1 play from the Storm, and that will end the first half, and we'll have the Piedmont Propane Services halftime show at, what is it, 10:30?
Seems that way.
We're going to have to eat supper before the second half.
We have got chili dogs.
I ate one already.
And Greg Hall has already demolished his in the middle of electrical work, and he set up on the roof with a piece of aluminum foil, I think, for a minute there to get us through. But he's there. He's with us like always.
So we've got all of our secondary standing at the 45. So he's just, Moore's just going to down it. Cade Montgomery comes in and
at the half, Blue Devils
wishes him
35,
well,
Storm 9.
jumps over him. So that'll be the end of your first half with your score, Elbert County 35, Providence Christian 9. We'll be back after this 5-minute break with the Piedmont Propane Services halftime show. You're listening to Blue Devil Football on 105.3 WSGC.
Once again, we want to remind you that members of the Anchor Club will be passing the bucket to accept donations to the Mammography Financial Assistance account at Elbert Memorial Hospital. You can also drop donation checks by the high school made out to the ECCHS Anchor Club. Please put breast cancer awareness in the memo line. Thank you.
The Elbert County Blue Devil Band section of the week is the Low Brass.
Well, I'm running. That's what I'm running right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to halftime at the Granite Bowl. On behalf of Superintendent Superintendent Mr. Robert Wheeler and Principal Mr. Buddy Bibford, we present to you the Elbert County Blue Devil Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Mr. Corey Hobson and Assistant Director Ms. Allison McCoon. Staff for the Blue Devil Band include percussion instructor Marquez Hood and auxiliary coaches Leanne Lane and Sarah Dinner. On the field, the band is led by drum majors Al Haney and Zuri Reed. Our Rookie of the Week is saxophone section member Cooper Jenkins. Our Veteran of the Week is clarinet section member Maria Margaritas Clemente. Our section of the week is the Low Brass. For this year's halftime performance, the Blue Devil Band presents their 2025 show, The Storm. Musical selections include Robert W. Smith's Into the Storm, Imagine Dragons Thunder, Rihanna's Umbrella, The Scorpions' Rock You Like a Hurricane, and Walking on Sunshine by Katrina and the Waves. Now everyone, brace yourselves, because the storm is coming your way. Drum majors, is your band ready? You may now take the field.
glad you're living. Yeah, absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present your Elbert County Blue Devil Marching Band.
Join us in honoring the Elbert County boys golf team for their incredible accomplishments this season. The team made history by winning the 2025 GHSA Golf State Championship right here at their home course, Arrowhead Point. This year, they also captured their third consecutive area championship and will look to make it a record-setting fourth next season. Along the way, they claimed victory at the Cougar Invitational in Douglasville and numerous top 5 finishes in some of the state's biggest tournaments. Individually, Nolan Henderson, Madden Drake, and Cale Kirch were named All-State players, with Henderson and Drake also earning selections to the prestigious North-South All-Star match in Moultrie, Georgia. Congratulations, these outstanding young men and coaches, for a season to remember, and come watch them this upcoming season, as once again they will host the 2026 GHSA State Championship at Arrowhead Point as they attempt to go back to back. Presenting the championship rings to the players are Athletic Director Jeannie Jeroman and Head Coach Larry Keesley. Members of the team are Nolan Henderson, Madden Drake, Kale Kurtz. Landon Adams. Carson Amabile. Caleb Burton. Maddox Adams. Braden Edwards. Assistant Coach Sandy Thornton. Assistant Coach Emily Andrews. And head golf coach Larry Kiesler. Please join me in congratulating the 2025 Elbert County Blue Devil Men's Golf State Champions. And now, we would also like to recognize another state champion from last spring, senior DK Wynn. Won the state championship in the triple jump with a jump of 46 feet, 11 1/2 inches. Presenting DK with his state championship ring, our athletic director, Jenny Jeroman, and head coach, Austin Fiedler. Again, everyone, please join me in congratulating DK Wynn and the golf team on the 2025 Men's Triple Jump State Championship and the Golf Championship. Horton kicking off. The Blue Devils will start this drive, 1st and 10 on the 20.
Near sideline and get tripped up. Now makes a cut. Now he's still on his feet across the 40 down to the 36-yard line. Jose
Fantastic catch and run.
had a string of blockers in front of him, and everybody blocked their guy, and he had open field for 25 yards before he even come in contact with anybody of the Storm.
Number 3, Elliott Lee.
44-yard run for what a night Jose's putting on. But you know what? This is becoming commonplace with him, and he just doesn't leave the field and makes plays all over it.
Twins right, single left. You've got Petey as your running back. We give it to Petey with a little hole, and he'll drive up or drive down to the 31-yard line for a pickup of solid 6. I think the defense is certainly tired. You can see they're really breathing. They're having all hands on their hip. They're having a hard time breathing, and we're just running it now.
Yeah, and I would not be shocked to see a whole lot of this the rest of the way, and Coach try to get this thing to get some more kids out there on the field. And
yeah, we got Chevis McClendon now in at receiver. Brody hands off to Petey again with a little hole, and he tries to break it outside, and they'll grab him. Crosses the 30, they'll say down to the 26-yard line, so that'll be really close to a first down.
52 on the stop. Brings up 3rd down.
Petey, once again, is a 9th grader, and a year from now, when Petey puts on another 10 to 15 pounds in that weight room, you're going to see him take a lot of these to the house.
3rd and a half a yard. Brody takes it, gives it to Petey, and he'll have the first down and more up the middle, and he'll cross the 20 down to the 16. We've got a Storm player getting up slow. Number 52, being Ship, a senior linebacker.
Great job, Stuart. You have to look at the film to come up with what the offensive line is doing, but it's blocked tonight.
Brody takes it, gives it to Petey outside right tackle, cuts it upfield, spins down to the 10-yard line. So another pickup of about 7 yards. We're getting it in chunks now. Leading 35-9, just underway here in the 3rd quarter. Only 2 minutes off the game clock. Now we've got our first injury, and that looks like can't tell, but we'll take a 30-second PJ Therapy, Brad Lavender injury timeout. It's 35-9 in the Granite Bowl. You're listening to Blue Devil Football on 105.3 WSGC.
That don't look good.
One of our linemen.
Freshman, Shoemaker.
Back in the P&J Small Engine press box at the Granite Bowl, where we're leading 35-9. Nazir Shoemaker was the injured devil. He doesn't, looks like he may have twisted his ankle. He's not hobbling too bad, but I just had almost said we've made it this far without any injuries. I think he got it rolled on, but it is 2nd and 3 now from the 10-yard line. We give it to Petey, hold up the middle, and he really runs over that linebacker. That was maybe, for me, the best run I've seen Petey run all year. He lowered his shoulder and knocked the linebacker backwards, but he goes down on the 1st and goal.
Yeah. You're going to see a lot more of that from Petey through his career.
Petey again, and he running. Now they got 4, so we missed the block. And they had 2 of the Storm come flying in there and tackle him a couple yards behind the line. So we'll be probably 2nd and goal now from the 3 or maybe the 4. They blitzed everybody on that play.
Boy, I know Coach would like to get Petey in this end zone right here.
Now we're going to run Petey, and he's going to turn in there, and they take his feet out. What a great open field tackle. If he had not went low and almost turned him a flip, he would have walked in the end zone, and he cut. Now it's probably close to the goal line, maybe only an inch or 2. So it'll be 3rd and goal, obviously 4-down territory. Ball looks like it's maybe on the half-yard line. And we'll give it to Petey again, and he walks in the end zone with 8:56 to go in the 3rd quarter. Petey on a 1-yard run to make it 41-9. Just what we wanted to start the 2nd half. Good blocking, getting yardage in chunks. Did we even throw it that time?
No, we ran it the whole way, and that's what Coach, I know this is exactly what you would have thought Coach would have liked to done here.
Harrison for the PAT. And tipped. One of the Storm jumped. I think Harrison probably hit it a little high up on the ball. It was a little low. So it's blocked. So your score remains 41-9, Elbert County with 8:56 left in the 3rd quarter. So I'm not sure. When does is it 35 before it's a running clock?
I think that's right.
So we'll have to score again. The Storm is on defense is really, really, really gassed. They only have about, I'm going to say, probably 34 players on the roster, so they are not deep. This is it's going to be a battle for them for the rest of this game because the starters are really, really struggling. They're all sitting down trying to get their breath, and the Blue Devils just keep coming at them and coming at them on the ground.
They give these Providence Christian kids, they came out and really played well early. Got a few things to go their way, and they really play. And they're not going to quit.
Bernal line drive, takes it on the 21, and we'll grab him at the 31 and drive him back.
Good coverage
first there by Marion Rambert. Yeah, he only got about a 7-yard return.
Miles Rogers on the return.
So now the Storm has it 1st and 10 from their own 31, 8:51 left in the third.
And I know some of these kids, especially these seniors that got X amount of games left in the Granite Bowl, don't want to come out. But boy, at some point I'd love to get them out just simply to protect them. We got some big games coming up.
I'm wanting to say this is the other quarterback now. Oh, and it's a bad snap. It is the other quarterback. He picks it up, and we're all over him. We're going to sack him back at the 10. Bad snap. Riley Braden, a junior quarterback, comes in, who I thought was starting the game. Number 2 started. First snap to him over his head. All he could do was run back there and try to get Destin Gray. Was the first one to get to him, and then he had some help.
Yeah.
With about 4 more Blue Devils. I couldn't catch their number, but just like that.
Really tough. That's just tough to start drives. We had a few problems with snapping early on, and it just devastates your offense.
Sanders, another bad snap. He's just going to let it go and go out of the back of the end zone. And that'll be a safety to give us 2 points. So
safety.
That'll make it 43-9, and they'll punt to us. So not only a touchback, but another 3 and out for Bill Daughtry.
Ringing those things up for you, Bill. I promised you we were going to get you some at some point.
7:57 in the third. Blue Devils 43. Storm 9.
I couldn't get the number who got to the quarterback first, but 2 snaps in a row. They've not had any trouble with snapping over their head tonight, but there's been some left to right. But I don't know if they've got a new center in there, but well, that was 2 really, really high snaps that the quarterback had no chance of gathering up.
Elbert County got a chance to really get a good return, and boy, I tell you, Jose Rodriguez is standing back there, and he thrives in this scenario right there, and also DK Wynn in there. A lot of things to worry about when you kick to us.
We got Xavier Jones, DK, and Jose standing in the vicinity of the 30 and 35-yard line to take this kick that they're going to be kicking from the 20.
More to kick. Win is deep.
So you would think we're going to have a really good field position for this next possession.
Oh, we misjudged the kick, Stuart.
So Xavier is going to have to run back and get the ball. He gets the block, and he's going to try to hit the far sideline, and they'll grab him at the 27-yard line. He had to run back probably 10 or 12 yards.
Xavier Jones in return for the Blue Devils.
To get the ball, so that cost us 10 or 12 yards. So we'll have decent field position to start this possession, but it's 43-9, and we've got the ball back, and there's still 7:51 left in the third quarter.
Kicking off from where they kicked off from, that's about as good as you could expect. I think DK thought that the other guy had it, and actually it may have been his play, but Elbert County starts here. I would not be shocked if we try to get one more good drive, and then you see a lot of different folks, and we've got another tackle out now, a freshman, so we're bringing in another kid. So let's see what the Blue Devils can do on that line. I think Michael Hughes has come in at guard, and they've slid another one over.
Brody hands it off to Petey, and he twists and makes the first man miss, and they'll drive him back after a short gain.
Actually had a little trouble there on that first time with our offensive line changed out. And, good though to get experience in. You never know when your number's going to be called.
We got Micah Hughes in there now at right guard with Aiden Sims playing right tackle. Brody in shotgun puts Nick Rambert in motion, hands it off to Petey, and he's going to cut it upfield across the 30-yard line for about 3 yards maybe. No, they'll mark it straight dead on the 30-yard line, so we'll have a 3rd and 8 coming up. Trying to run some clock, 7:03.
We are really good. We look good when that play starts. We have all season, but
why is the
we don't
clock
finish
not running?
And no good reason.
Well, they 2 seconds off the clock, 7:01, and it stopped. Shouldn't have been stopped. There would be 30 seconds run off the clock.
Yeah, and I think now the officials step in. They see that.
The clock operator went to sleep for a second. We already think the clock's tore up, and now we're not running it. So now the officials are talking about it.
Yeah.
So the white hat.
Yeah, he's talking. Well, now do we get a penalty? I'm looking for the flag, and I don't know where the. Oh, I see the flag now. Over on the far sideline, over in just off the playing field.
Well, that's just number 19.
Infraction.
19, I mean number of flags thrown, not anything to do with points or time. 19.
You want to take an over/under on that thing for the game? I think we won't have as many in the second half. I just from an old referee, let me just say that.
So the officials now are discombobulated. Not sure what they're doing. We got one talking to a coach on the far sideline. Now it's 3rd and 3 after the penalty, illegal participation on the defense, but they won't let us play.
Boy, I know Coach would love to knock out a first down here to run that clock a little more, not have to punt the ball right here. That means getting kids in the ball game as well. Yeah, wow. This is just kind of going on and on.
Now they break off on the other sideline. Now the officials are trying to get in their spots. They're going to let us go now. 3rd and 3. We're going to hand it off to Petey with a hole. No, that's Petey, and he crosses the 40 for another Higginbotham paint and body first down.
Nice run by Petey Allen.
Had a lot of them. We've had a lot of 3 and outs as well for Bill Daltrey.
That's good enough for a Blue Devil first down.
Good. That's 10 carries in the second half for Petey right there, and 13 for the game. Well, he and Turman have really done a good job, especially for young ball players, to try to pick up our running attack.
Turman played most of the first half. Looks like Petey's going to get most of the carries in the second half, and he'll take it straight up the middle. I think he got to the 45, and he did, so a pickup of 3 yards.
Elliott Lee will stop.
Little hole to the left, but he couldn't get there. Would have had big yardage, as the defense for the Storm is really struggling now, keeping up with the pace of the game. They've been out there a good while. 6:02 left in the third, leading 43-9.
I keep on looking around for Turman just to see if I can see him out there. Hope something hadn't happened there with him.
We hand it off to Petey again, and they'll grab him at the line of scrimmage and throw him down at the 46.
Allen on the carry.
For a yard.
Thacker on the stop.
So we're content to run the ball and try to run the clock now and try to end this thing before midnight.
Yeah, we would I know Coach would dearly, dearly love to get some of these other kids in there right now. And let's say on third down now to keep the drive away, we may have to go to there.
Twins left, twin right. 3rd and 6, back to pass. Brody fires to, couldn't see. It was covered well. It was all the way across the field to DK, and he couldn't get loose. Or is that? No, that's not DK. That's Nick Rambert. Long pass over there, and didn't pick up much. Actually lost 2 yards, so it'll be our first punt of the night. I think we've held them to 70 or 80 yards.
Yep.
I don't expect many more in the second half. I expect probably 3 and outs for Bill Daughtry the rest of the game.
I tell you, we are on the sideline right now working another center on the sideline right now, getting him some snaps.
So Bernal kicks, and it was a bad kick off the side of his foot. The up back, that was a dangerous catch. He came up and made the catch and took off at the 35. That could have been bad if he'd have mishandled it. But they'll take over at the 38-yard line.
Jalen Davis made a really good tackle because we ran right by the kid. You didn't think he was going to even catch it. And, boy, if he'd have cleared that one, he had a little running room. But Davis made a really nice tackle. And we just ran in Elijah Gaines, a 10th grader, into the secondary and took Jose out. Boy, what a game Jose's had.
They didn't expect him to catch it because that was a situation where you shouldn't. But he did anyway.
Boy,
you're right. Jalen made a great tackle to save probably some big yardage.
Boy, number 7's going to be a hard one to replace this next year.
So Braden, another bad snap. He picks it up, and we're chasing him, and he just throws it in the vicinity, way out of bounds, up into the stands. Had to get rid of it before he got really abused by number 1.
4:05 to go in the third. And we run in Xavier Jones in there. Now, he's a kid that's probably going to have to play some of that safety spot next year.
Yeah, Destin can't come out.
And
so
we got
Riante is the only linebacker that starts that's left out there. So we don't play a safety too deep. Braden takes a snap, hands it off, trying to get outside, and Riante just grabs him and literally just stops and throws him in the other direction.
Haven't allowed any of that tonight, and these linebackers right now.
TJ Cash.
And now we get Riante out.
Christian.
So Riante will check out, take a breather for the rest of the night, I hope.
Devil fans,
trying to see that number. I think it's Ken Austin, I think. Is that 26? Boy, that's a hard number to see right there.
Yeah, I'm going to say, yep, Ken Austin, Jr. So Braden, still 3rd and 10 from their own 37. Back to pass. He's looking. He's going to fire down the middle of the field. Incomplete, covered well by Elijah Gaines.
Well, that was good coverage because he was running side for side, but his steward does a little slight thing you don't normally see. He moved inside to get that inside position, which is a great move for us.
And something else he did, he turned around and looked back.
Yeah, he absolutely, and that's a key thing. And right
found
now,
the ball.
Boy, I tell you what, Jose wanted back out to field that punt, but we need somebody else. We're going to have to find somebody next year, so we're going to put Xavier Jones back there for the first time this year, catching a punt.
So their punter's been very inconsistent tonight. This time he kicks it end over end. Fair called at the 28, 27, 28-yard line, so the Devils will have another 3 and out for Bill Daughtry.
Bill, you racking them up tonight, buddy.
I probably didn't get them all in.
No, but we got a lot of them in. Bill, I tell you what, you talk about a good man. Bill and his whole family, they're just great people, and I actually go to church with them as well.
The Storm, it looks like University of North Carolina, the baby blue. I mean, they look just like North Carolina in their away uniforms.
Yeah, they'll be an interesting matchup in the baby blues tomorrow in college football too.
Not a real fan of baby blue, actually. Just saying.
And we may have Terman back in there now.
Brody takes it, hands it off to Petey. Nope. That is actually Ken Austin.
Oh, okay.
May give him back to the line of scrimmage, and we're going to be content to continue to run it down to 2:53 now.
Yeah, we gotta get when you get the substitution at the running back spot, boy, the line really needs to do everything they can to block for those guys.
43-9 Elbert County, 2:38 clock running. 2nd and 10 from our own 27. Brody's drawn them off sides numerous times tonight with his clap. They give us multiple 5-yard penalties, but we've had a multitude of pass interference penalties. So we hand it off to Austin, and he's still on his feet, crosses the 30 up to the 31. Hard running there by Austin for a pickup of 3 yards.
Austin on the carry again. Tackle by number 3, Elliott Lee.
Looks like we still got all of our offensive line in there. We probably don't have a whole lot of subs on our line with 2 already out.
Yeah, and we're all underclassmen. We're 4 underclassmen and 1 senior right now playing in the offensive line.
Brody hands it off to Austin again, sees a hole and
nice cut.
Crosses the 35 up to the 36 is where they'll mark it.
Austin on the carry.
But it'll be 4th and about 3, and we should be punting here.
Well, he made a really nice cut on that play. That was a big time cut he made.
So now we've got.
And Stuart, I do think we've got our new center that's in there is.
That's the snapper Braden line for our punt.
Okay. No, I think on the last series, number 50, Gage Dirks, I think, was in there.
So Bernal to kick, good snap, really nice spiral. If it hits the ground, it's going to roll forever. And it does, and it's rolling sideways, though, and we're diagonal down to the 30-yard line. No return. And the Storm will take it 1st and 10 there. We've only got 37 seconds left in the 3rd. We'll see if the Storm will concede and run the ball or whether they'll just keep throwing it. If they keep throwing it, we're going to have some coffee.
Yeah, it's been a...
We got Grandma's cookies in here, and they're really good, but coffee would be pretty good right now.
I promise you I'm wearing those cookies out, too, and I don't know if John Hubbard put those things in, threw me an extra one in there or what.
Yeah, these soft, moist chocolate chips and cookies is going to...
And where did we get those from tonight?
It's going to work. It's going to work on me.
Who brought those? Who brought those plates? Is that
me and you?
What great organization!
Rotary Club of Elberton.
Absolutely. Saw Jim McCullough there tonight.
1st and 10. Braden back to pass, and he's going to get sacked. Maybe he breaks the tackle. We're chasing him. He's coming to the near sideline. That's number 2 again, and we're going to run him out at the 35. He'll pick up 5 yards, but he ran all the way across the field. That's Hudson Moore, the starting quarterback, and he just ran a 100-yard dash.
Boy, he did a good job to get out there. I thought he was trying to get to the hash over here to throw the ball out of bounds because you have to get so far out of bounds and ahead of the line of scrimmage, and I thought that's what he was doing. But then he had a little air, and we had somebody really coming across that field.
End of the 3rd.
Jamil Davis in there at linebacker as well.
That's the end of your 3rd quarter where you score Elbert County 43, Providence 9. We'll take a 30-second break. Be back with the final quarter of action. You're listening to Blue Devil Football at 105.3 WSGC.
He strives hard to always do his best and keeps a positive attitude at all times. Congratulations, Ty. Thanks for making us CTAE proud. People you know, experience you can trust. Hi, I'm Sissy Berry, mortgage lender here at Northeast Georgia Bank, and also a 1983 graduate from ECCHS. Susan Porter, Vice President, ECCHS, class of 1986.
Colton Moon, Assistant Vice President, ECCHS, class of 2017.
Northeast Georgia Bank, member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Moore takes it, looks, fires to the sideline, complete. We hit him immediately, but it does not go down, and we'll have to push him out after he gets a first down of about 7 yards up to the 42.
Rogers on the reception.
So we won't have a 3 and out, which hadn't been many.
Push out of bounds by number 25, Cameron Johnson.
7 yard got him a first down. So Bill.
You got a lot of kids in there, even some numbers that I don't have names for right now. I'm trying to check this outside linebacker.
We got Jason Wynn in the secondary. Jaden Thompson as a defensive back. Hudson Moore back to pass. Now they illegal motion.
Yeah, left early. That's that big wide receiver that's played so well. Tried to get a jump on us there, and going to get him for an early start.
Jameel Davis in at linebacker.
Yeah, Mason Malone.
In these numbers for years.
Yeah, and something tells me we're not going to get a whole lot better at it before we head out into the sunset.
Kamari Barnett.
Well, you got a lot of different kids in there right now. Great to see it. Boy, nothing like it to get out there and play. This is a challenge for them going up against these the number 1 team from Providence.
Back to pass, and he's going for it all down the sideline, and it's incomplete, just a little overthrown, but it was well covered by Tyler Turman out there. Just a little too much air. And now he goes out with their receiver goes out with a shoulder or arm injury. He was really favoring his right arm. As Jaden Thompson checks back in. 2nd and 15. Only 10 minutes left. We're leading 43-9. Moore runs to his right, looking now, and just throws it up downfield and almost intercept. Now that is not any kind of interference. 33, Elijah Gaines made a play on the ball and almost intercepted, and he threw a penalty flag, and I do not know what that could possibly be. Unless they just want 20 penalties.
Well, they're fixing to get it.
Pass interference on ELBERT County, and that was not pass interference.
Probably number 5 of the ball game. I don't know if I've seen more than 2 or 3 ever.
I mean, I watched the whole play there. He threw it with a lot of air up under it, and so I could actually find the receiver, intended receiver, and if he touched him, it wasn't enough to knock him off stride. In fact, the ball was not even close.
You know, every game takes its own identity, and boy, we got a name for this one for sure.
So another interference penalty takes the ball to our 49.
Stuart, that is
and stop the clock.
That is the 6th first down of the night. First down from a penalty, and the 5th from interference.
Moore rolls to his right, looking, he's going to fire out here in the flat to that big receiver. And he makes a move, and he's trying to get loose, and we're going to finally get him on the ground at the 15-yard line. He was really wide open. We bid on the move.
Pass is caught by number 13.
There was 15 yards of open space after he made the catch. At number 13, Mason Malone is a sophomore.
first and 10 on the 15-yard line.
So they'll be at our 15, first and 10 with 9:35 to go. But they're trailing 43-9. Taking their time. They've been not very quick, and they run all that time off and then take a timeout. Delay a game against, after a big first down, they get a delay a game and a timeout. So Providence goes to the sideline. We'll take another 30-second break. It's 43-9 in the Granite Bowl. Elbert County leading. You're listening to Blue Devil Football on 105.3 WSGC. Takes it, rolls to his left, looks, fires to a man open. That big receiver, we take his legs out. Tyler Turman on the tackle somewhere around the 5-yard line. Clock running at 8:57. Now we have a flag coming in late. What could that be? Flag laying on the 5. For those listening, still listening, didn't know, we had a yellow out tonight, and that's 21 of them. Unsportsmanlike on Elbert County. I have no idea what for. I didn't see nothing. Everybody went back to their own huddle. I don't know what was said or what happened, but now they'll put the ball on the 3-yard line. It'll be first and goal from the 3. Moore takes it, fires, wanting to fire, and he dropped the ball, and we recovered at the 11-yard line. They knocked it out of the quarterback's hand, and we fell on it. That would be Jaden Thompson with the fumble recovery. He was looking to throw it out in the corner of the end zone, and somebody knocked it out of his hand, and we fell on it to stop that drive, just like that. 8:33 to go. We get a turnover. That first turnover of the night?
Yep. Actually, that's funny, Stuart, you mentioned that. Not much of that tonight, but a whole lot of everything else.
Yeah, now we've got Dontavius Maddox in on the line. I'll try to get these numbers, but boy, I tell you, they're hard to see. Quarterback is, and we hand it off outside right tackle with a hole all the way up to the 20-yard line.
Is that Kyle Hughes? 40, let's see. And he gets
Asher. Asher, our 9th grade quarterback, is now in there.
40, Keaton Allen on the
40.
Yeah, Keaton Allen, a freshman, takes the handoff and gets a good solid 8 yards. Now Asher checks back in.
Boy, that was a nice looking run. Ran that ball really hard. I've heard a lot of good things about this young quarterback now on the JV.
We'll hand it off again to Ken Austin, and he'll pick up close to a first down. If it's not, it's only going to be, well, they say it is. They'll move the chains for Higginbotham Paint and Body.
Number 17, Kale Shipman.
Asher Davidson, a 9th grader. In pistol. takes it, hands it to big number 40, Keaton Allen. He's driving. Should be, I would think, forward progress got him a first, or it's a yard or two anyway, maybe a yard, 2nd and 9. Now we're down to 6:43. If we could get another first down or two here, get this thing over with and get our 3rd win in a row and be 3-0 in the region,
68.
and eliminated 3 teams for head-to-head.
That's what we need. The key to the game was win, and that's what Elbert County's going to do, and that will be the key of the game next week against Banks County.
Hand it off again. Little hole. He runs through 3 of the Storm. But back, no, they'll give him a yard. It'll be 3rd, and we'll call it 7. It's more like 8, though. Let's say 8. 3rd and 8.
Keaton Allen on the carry.
Now we're under 6 minutes.
Tackle by number 68.
You got to really appreciate Coach for taking his foot off the gas here, and that's sort of the makeup of Coach Dyer anyhow. Got some other people in this region won't necessarily do that, Stuart.
That's for sure. Asher takes it, hands it to Austin. He's got a head of steam, and he just runs over through some Storm up to the 32-yard line. Another run that's going to be really close to a first down. A solid 6 or 7 yards.
They're going to say first down.
Boy, he's running hard. They're moving the chains again for Higginbotham Paint and Body.
Truss Sanders, number 12 for the Storm on the stop.
Yeah, that is
Austin really running hard.
That is 19. That's 21 yards for him on 5 carries here in the 4th quarter.
Now Keaton Allen will be your running back.
He's a nice-sized kid.
Letting the play clock run down. We hand it off, and the linebacker blows in and hits our
40, Keaton Allen on the carry.
Keaton Allen for a 2-yard loss. So now it's 2nd and 12. Clock at 4 minutes and 40 seconds. We'll run at least 15 more seconds off the play clock, trying to get this thing down as far as we can. Another first down would be nice. We hand it off again with a little hole to Austin, and he'll get up to the 32, back to the original line of scrimmage, and we'll be 3rd and 10.
Number 40, Keaton Allen.
Well, if we'd had just one more block there, he would have gotten the first down and more.
Yeah, I was hoping he was good. I was wanting to see him get in the open field and see what kind of speed he's got out there. 3:54. Boy, what a game it's been.
It's a real strange game in the first quarter. Austin's got it, breaks the tackle, then they'll bring him down at the 27. He'll lose a couple of yards, so we'll be 4th down and have to punt. Bernal would like to see a really high, long kick here and at least pin them back. Bernal standing on our 14. The Storm punt returner standing on their 45. Good snap. Bernal end over end. And it'll roll up to our 49. So the Storm will take possession there with 2 minutes and 51 seconds. And we have a 43-9 lead. Next week we will be traveling to our friends in Homer.
Yeah, that'll be physical and that'll be tough. And I don't know what their final score is, but they were playing really well. I know Coach feels like they may have the best running quarterback in the whole region. There again, it's a game you gotta have. You just gotta win that game to get yourself a chance to play those other two.
I'm sending Marvin on a special assignment.
Yeah, I'm going to see what the indoor record is for flags being dropped. They've got it down there, and that was probably another one. There it is. You got that running total still?
Please be reminded that family and
Oh,
friends
my
are
goodness.
not allowed on the field after the game tonight. And to both teams,
So it
congratulations each other on
kinda-
a hard-fought game.
At some point, you just got to say, look, there's less than 2 minutes to go in the game. Yeah, they moved a little quick. Who cares?
Well, I'm still intact.
So they'll be 1st and 15, and they'll hand it off, and he breaks a tackle in the backfield, and then we'll swarm him at midfield, and he's still trying to run, and he will get him down to 48, so he'll get 4 yards back to make it 2nd and 10. We're at a minute 30.
Tackled by number 43, Dalpius Robinson for the Blue Devils.
We now have
Brings up 2nd down.
23 penalties.
What's the total yardage? I need
180.
23 for 180.
And that's not rushing yards by a running back.
I've never kept that before, but Stu, I think I'm gonna write this down somewhere and see if we will ever beat this.
2nd and 10. Quarterback takes it's going to have to break outside. It was a bad snap. And we'll take him down to 35. It'll be enough for a 1st down.
Tress Sanders, number 12, on the quarterback keeper.
Bill, you've had your share of 3 and outs tonight, though. Bill Daughtry, always a supporter of
number 28,
Elbert County football.
Yep.
On the stop. 1st down.
And the band always been big supporter of sports, and Bill, just a good person, great man.
1st and 10 from the 34. Leading 43-9. They hand it off, and we'll grab him by the neck.
Ball comes loose.
I don't have a 76 on the roster, so I don't know who that is, but whoever 76 is for the Blue Devils just made a tackle.
We need to have
that's going to be it.
And that will be the last play of the game. So your final score, Elbert County 43, Providence Christian Academy 9. So
Correction, the Blue Devils will be traveling to Banks County next Friday night for a key region makeup.
It's okay. I sure did not notice that he messed with me.
He said the quarter. I know. He said the quarter wasn't there. You know he
Half-price hot dogs at the concession stand. Go get your hot dog. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to draw your attention to the 50-yard line. Tonight is a special night. His head coach, Andy Dyer, has just won his 100th game as a GHSA varsity head football coach. Blue Devil Nation, congratulations to Coach Dyer.
Congratulations, man. Tell me that.